up, everybody?
Hola.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
For all the Spanish folk out there.
Y'all looking good. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Remedy Room, episode 5. Can y'all believe that?
5 and alive.
Cinco. Why am I using Spanish?
555. That crazy number. Oh, that was 999. Never mind. Okay.
I was like, I don't know that.
Sesame Street.
I watch Schoolhouse Rock. So
I know that's right.
I don't know that.
Hey, everybody. I'm Mr. Wright, aka Art. No, well, it should be Arthur, aka Mr. Wright. I'm one of the two.
It's okay.
Whatever you want to be today.
And I'm joined with Mr. Perspective.
What up, people?
My lovely wife, the First Lady.
Hello.
Oh,
Okay.
my God.
You know what?
What?
You know what?
Nope. I'm using my microphone today. Put it there.
You should have gave the Adele joint. Hello. That would echo real good.
And if you're thinking about apologizing, please unapologize.
God
Good
bless
morning,
you.
Miss Unapologetic.
Don't even worry about it.
Don't even worry about it, sweetheart. Good morning.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. I was gonna jump in when you was like, yeah, I'm AKA Arthur. I was like, well, maybe where he's from, Mary had a little dog. They didn't have a lady.
Oh, a little
Mary
cat.
Yeah.
You know, I can't see.
That's what it made me think of.
How are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing?
Feeling real good.
Good.
Feeling
Feeling real good. Looking real good.
Feeling blessed in the Lord.
You know what? I can't take this the whole night now.
We have an announcement. Let's go.
Church announcement.
Okay.
Hey, on our last episode, we were talking to our former selves. I think we're gonna bring it to a current event.
I mean, okay.
That episode was deep.
Okay.
You took us
Listen.
there. Yeah.
Listen,
Mm-hmm.
Arthur was being nosy. That's what
I know that's
I want to know some things we ain't never said. Go on now. Mind your business now.
Kid, let the folks
Just
know where
mind
they
your
can
business.
find us. Let the folks know where they can find us.
You all can find us. I can't.
Oh my God.
On Instagram and Facebook at the Remedy Room Podcast.
Why?
I can't take it. We also live stream on YouTube every Monday. Every Monday you can find a new episode. We're also on live stream.
You can also find us.
Listen, I'm thinking I'm standing outside of a schoolyard right now with that echo.
Okay, the bullhorn. Oh,
I can turn the echo down.
Like lean on me.
Yes.
These schools are not safe.
Oh man, y'all are funny.
So you can also find us on Apple Podcasts,
Apple
Amazon.
Podcast.
You know what? I'm about to mute her. I'm about to mute her mic.
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
It's giving me Juanita Bounty. You remember her? She's like, read. And the Lord said, you're like, good. I don't think he screened it.
Oh, man.
Listen, did we miss one? Hold up.
Spotify.
You know what? I can't. I already told you. All right, kid, turn it off.
Yo.
I can't.
Stop it,
Guys, just
right.
follow
Right.
us wherever
We're gonna
you
be
can
serious
find us.
now.
Just type in the Remedy Room and
It'll
you'll
pop
see.
up.
And we're
it'll
there.
pop
We're
up.
there. Mm-hmm.
Follow, like, and share. Okay,
Yes.
follow, like, and share.
Yes.
Hey guys, we're talking about relationships today.
Oh my. Yeah, that's it. Let me see your bounce. Everybody on the other side, listen to the audio.
Okay,
Let me see.
let me get it.
If you are in a relationship, you better come with the right type of.
Oh, you see? Okay,
Hey.
stop. You know. No, see, I knew it.
I should have said it.
You should have. You should have.
Okay, let's go back.
No.
If you are in a relationship, you
I'm
better
muting my
come
mic.
right
I
with
don't
right
even know what's
type
that
of
gonna do.
shit. Yeah. That's
Okay.
a bop. I
It
need
is.
somebody to put
Arthur
DJ
muted
these.
himself.
I muted myself. Yeah, I thought that was help.
They don't make a difference,
Right. They still gonna hear it.
and they're still gonna see you.
Hey, Mr. Perspective, can you let the folks know where to find you, find your music and everything?
Oh, God bless. So you can find all of my music on all digital platforms. That's iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon, what's it called? Beezer. All of them, any of them. YouTube, they actually had the audio version on YouTube. I have videos on YouTube of 4 of my songs from my latest project, which is called Free. So yes, get you some good R&B music. And go listen.
Good.
Good music.
Carlos Armon is what you're looking for. CarlosArmon. Period.
Let them know.
Clean music too.
It is
Yeah.
clean. It is very much clean.
It's very, very good. I'm about to literally come downstairs and take that microphone from you.
I'm loving the
Where's
mic.
my microphone?
Miss Unapologetic, can you let the folks know where to find you?
You can find me on Crafting.
You know what? You know what?
Yeah.
You can find me social media. You can find me on Facebook. You can Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
Why?
And I think that's it. And then I had Crafted with Meek is the name. And then my website, craftedwithmeekllc.com.
There you go. Those shirts that we had on our last episode
Was made by
made
crafting.
made by hands of heaven. You know, I love that phrase.
Melodies
From
from hell.
heaven.
Hey. Wait, are we gonna be on different times?
Yeah, we got
Okay.
Don't even
a
worry
lot
about
of
it.
different time zones going on.
All right, we're gonna be serious now.
All right.
Okay. Never allow someone to be your priority while you are their option.
Oh my God.
Kids.
Oh Lord. I feel a word coming on tonight. Never let anyone be your priority when you are just an option. Never let, I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. Let someone be your priority when you are just an option. Let the church say amen.
You better preach.
Hallelujah. That's it. That's all I was going to give for now.
Hey guys, why do relationships end up failing? Reasons why relationships end up failing. I mean,
sheesh.
Yeah.
People like to be people's parents.
My God.
Read.
Look, I don't need a daddy. I don't need a mama. I just need a spouse, a partner, a significant other. That's it. People don't know how to take their position.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be in the right posture. Huh? Ain't that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Can I throw something in?
Okay.
So I feel like there's a struggle of power when you have people come together, because you have to give a little bit of power up, but you still maintain some. But it seems to be a struggle when somebody, especially if you link up with somebody who has always felt in control of everything,
Right?
And sometimes it scares them or does something to the mind where they feel like they're losing all power. Somebody.
What is wrong with that?
Somebody got a laughing phrase.
Laughing spirit.
What
You
is
better
going
check
on
on your wife.
You all right?
Hey guys,
leaning
if
to
you're
the
listening,
side.
if you're listening to this, wait, Kia, you can turn. If you're listening to this audio,
Yeah.
Kia is.
She's
we don't-
leaning out of her chair laughing, but we
Why
don't know
she so
why.
weak? I'm weak because she weak. Because I don't know why we weak.
Are you laughing at Arthur?
No,
Who are you laughing
myself.
at? Well, you know we said in episode 4, don't be afraid to talk to yourself. Laugh.
Listen, I don't even know.
I don't know what just happened.
My nose was running, so I was just trying to.
You can
lean
turn the camera
forward.
off, Kia. Turn the camera off.
People wipe their nose every day. That ain't
I
nothing
don't
to be
have
ashamed
time
of.
for it.
Well,
Alright,
that's
so
why
let-
I was laughing because I was trying to hide to do it, but you can still.
But
see
you're not
my-
hiding.
Peekaboo, we found you.
So let's run it. Let's run it back.
Okay.
So what I was
Okay.
saying is,
Sorry.
it's a struggle with power when somebody has always maintained their own power. It's hard to give up some power when you get into a relationship. Because some people do abuse power. Kind of
I
going back
agree.
to what you were saying about people wanting to be parents. So you got to come correct when you are trying to get somebody on a level playing field with you. You can't want to bark at somebody and then think they're just supposed to sit there and be like, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Because at one point in time, that person you're with was an individual.
yes.
So you can't expect them to get with you and then you just reign supreme over their life.
Correct.
It doesn't work that way. You have to learn that you're equals and no one is above the other.
Mm-hmm. And that could be a very, I don't want to say hard, it could be challenging because one person may not be ready to give up certain pieces. So you got to learn how to be patient with that person because you might be on the other side where, okay, I get it. I understand it. Maybe you garnered that skill from a past relationship, or maybe you just that person that knows off top, like, okay, I know how to submit a little bit, whatever. But it's definitely a patience game, and it can be challenging at times. But I think you just got to pick your battles with certain things and make it do what it do.
All right, so I guess I get myself in trouble every episode, but I'm gonna play a little devil's advocate, and if Kia, you have anything to say before I say something, go. You can go ahead if you want to. Oh Lord, you know what?
She on one tonight. Come on.
No, I was gonna say.
Can you put the mic down?
Nella, come get your mic.
We can hear you.
Unrealistic expectations would be, in my opinion, a reason why relationships fail. And that could be for a romantic relationship, friendships, whatever. You're expecting something that may not be achievable or whatever. So everybody knows what unrealistic expectations are. But between that and a lack of communication, I would say those are in the top 10 at least.
Definitely communication.
For sure.
Okay, so we're equally yoked because mine is different expectations.
Okay.
So not unrealistic, but different. And I can go back to that. But I wanted to touch on something that Mr. Perspective and Miss Unapologetic said. When Shamika started off, she said partner 50-50. But then when Mr. Perspective said that someone has to relinquish some power. So how can you remain 50-50 if someone has to relinquish power? Because in my marriage relationship, I mean, if the husband is the head, can the wife and the husband truly really be partners or co-equals?
So I think you heard what I said wrong.
Okay, my bad.
So I'm not saying one person relinquished power. Everybody needs to give some power up.
In different areas. I
In
think
different areas.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna
Okay.
have your strong
Yeah,
suit,
you're
but,
gonna, for sure.
I may be better with finances. You may be better with, I don't know, keeping up the house. Like, it's just you have your things you're stronger at, but still, when you all put it all together, we're equal. You're not the boss of me. Like, you're not the head of the house. Yeah, as the husband, you can be the head of the house, but it still doesn't mean you control your wife.
Correct. You don't get
You're
to dictate
more
her every
important than
move.
her. Yeah.
And then when she says something, be like, you don't tell me what to do. It shouldn't
Right.
be. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody has their own way of doing whatever their belief is. I know some old school people feel like that's what it is. The man's the head of the household. He called the shots. The wife at home, and she make dinner and take care of the kids. That's real old school. If that works for y'all, that works for y'all. But I think the new radical folk, that don't work. You know what I mean? Like, people want to feel like human beings. They don't want to feel like a dog or a cat or a little bird. I'm just naming animals at this point. But like, they don't want to feel like a child. Like Shamika said, they don't want to feel like, you know.
I'm just here to serve. That's it.
Like,
I'm just a servant of my husband or my whoever your significant other is. I'm just a servant of you. That's it. That's not your purpose of being on this earth. It's to just always bow down to someone and do whatever they tell you to do. Yeah, and I think when people have that mindset, it makes the woman develop a resentment towards the husband, which then it puts that barrier there. And either she about to step out and be with somebody else, or she just gets tired of it and leave. But it's not gonna make anything. It's not gonna make you strong, and it's not gonna make you stay together. It's something. Or if she stay with you, it's because she with somebody else when you ain't around.
Oh my! She's got a side piece. My goodness.
Piece on the side.
Okay.
On the side.
Okay. I'm hearing that. So if
to be my side.
Yay! That's the bop.
Ain't it?
Mm-hmm. And even for the man, I mean, I feel like a woman could think she can be over a man and tell him what to do. And it's some relationships that I'd be like, if he don't speak up for himself, like,
oh yeah, especially women, not all of them, but there's some women who are the breadwinners.
Yeah.
And they're paying the bills, and so they feel like, well, I'm doing all that, so you need to do whatever I say.
Right.
I mean, if that works for you, but like, I think that's a bit much on either end.
On either,
whether it's a guy, I don't think it shouldn't be that. But that goes back to that communication piece. Let's talk about what our expectations are. Let's talk about, okay, if you're going to do this, are you going to hold this against me? Or are we really in this because we love each other and we're committed to each other? And you are doing this because you want to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't stand, this might be another piece to why some relationships don't last. I don't like when I hear about, especially grown folks like our age, they do stuff for their spouse, but like if something go wrong, they throw it in their face. Like, did you do it out of love and just wanted to do it, or you did it so you can keep tabs on, well, I did this. You had the nerve to not like that.
There should be none of that.
That's
none.
petty.
Very.
Yeah, that's very petty.
Okay. All right. So relationships are ending because and we're talking about the gamut of relationships. We're talking about boyfriend, girlfriend. We're talking about fiance. We talking about marriage. And when we talk about relationships, right?
And friendships.
And
I think what we have touched on thus far is the ones
romantic.
that you name. We haven't got to the friendship piece yet. But
All
I
right,
think
so
we
we'll-
can touch on that.
All right,
Well,
so we can touch on that.
what I said, I thought would go towards friendship also.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. So let me just. All right. So I'll just stop at I'll start at the top down, because obviously marriage is the ultimate relationship, right? Two people joining together in holy matrimony. So I'm reading a stat that
Holy.
today some 39% of marriages in the United States end in divorce. So
39%.
you know what?
Marriages
In America.
end in divorce.
Why are
Divorce.
marriages ending in divorce?
Okay.
I'm surprised to hear that it's that low. Honestly,
I am too. I
That
thought
is
it
pretty
would have been
good.
higher.
Come on, America. We're improving. Well,
No,
people
it ain't because
people
they
ain't getting married.
That's what it is.
Actually, however, about 40 to 50% of married couples in the United States divorce. The divorce rate for subsequent marriages is even higher. So, according to the APA, so for divorcing in 2020, it was 39%. Normal average is around 40 between 40 and 50% of marriages end in a divorce.
People
We
ain't
know.
get divorced last year because of COVID and we couldn't afford to get them divorced.
That's what it was. They
We
had
need
the
to stay
money.
together. One person making money. All right, let's hold on to this for a little longer.
Cheaper to keep her.
Right. Waste everything, open back up. It'll come back up.
Right. They had the money then, but I know they were sitting in that house sick of each other.
Mad.
Oh, I need to go to work because I'm sick of looking at you. What was you had said? What did you say about the divorce? Why are people getting divorced? Is
Yeah.
that what you said?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people who marry each other ain't supposed to be married. If God didn't, let me stop.
But I think about this: is marriage just one of those things that you just try on? I mean, like you go to a different department store and just try it on. If it don't fit, you don't buy the shoe because you already bought the shoe.
I think it depends on the person. In my psyche, no, that wouldn't be a thing I'm trying on. I think the trying on piece is the dating and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
Right.
Then I decide if I want to keep these shoes
Yeah.
forever.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah.
are these a real good solid pair of shoes? If they are, then perhaps.
Are these shoes gonna carry me through all weather?
Everything. Every
First lady,
season,
come on now. No, seriously, like.
And I think some people I don't, what I'm trying to say. I just don't think some people know. I think they think they are in love with whoever. Even with being with them for years. But then once you get married, a lot of people feel like, okay, now I'm married. That was the last or the biggest thing to do with the opposite sex or with the same sex, and I got him now, so I can stop trying. And so once that happens, that's when it's like, but hold on. For the past 5 years, we was, lovey-dovey. We were doing. Now you got me. It's nothing. I think that drives a wedge between.
That word comfortability.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Some people actually operate differently when they're in a relationship than in the pre-stages of getting serious with somebody, which is interesting to me. But I mean, nevertheless, it's a real thing. Yeah. So
when Kia, you said unrealistic expectations, and I said that we were equally yoked because I was going to say something about expectations, and I said different expectations. And the thing is, I think most people who are in the courting phase or the dating phase, when they consider marriage, they don't really talk about how they want their marriage to go. They never address what the roles are and the expectations are of the marriage. We are kind of like just in this bliss phase. We're going to get married. Because I love him or I love her. But I'm telling you, there are a lot of people that have said I love you, and love. I don't think is strong enough. The love that we give is strong enough to keep someone together. I think it's more than just the words of "I love you" and everything like that. There is going to have to be some give and take. There's going to have to be some understanding that, you know, you can't do this anymore, or I'm going to give way to let my wife handle this aspect of the marriage, or our finance, or our bills, or whatever. So I think different expectations is what is a leading cause in why relationships are failing, because someone expects something different than the other.
I think the reason I said unrealistic is because, like, for us, we'll keep it personal. So I came from a environment where we were very affectionate, openly affectionate, and you shared that you didn't necessarily receive that, which from my perspective made it more difficult for you to also give that. So it would be an unrealistic expectation for me to want you to, you know, whatever.
Immediately be that way.
Exactly.
That's something he can learn to do
There you go.
over time.
But
I
I
have
have
it's
to
not
be
going to happen.
right.
And you have to be patient because it's
Exactly.
not going to happen when you want it to happen. It's
That's
yeah.
good. That's
Yeah,
good.
but and also along those same lines, if I didn't know why it was so difficult for him to be affectionate, then
True.
that would cause a a major problem between us, because
That's good.
now my, self-esteem is gonna go down because I'm like, well, why doesn't he want to kiss me, or why doesn't he hug me or hold my hand or whatever? Is something wrong with me? And now, because my self-esteem has gone down, it changes the whole dynamic of the relationship.
Right.
Which is why communication is important.
Amen.
And you have to, be willing to share and be vulnerable, so that it does make more sense to your spouse why you do what you do, or what experience you've had in the past that have shaped you, currently. And I'll also add, another reason why relationships fail is because we get stuck. We don't want to change. We don't want to do anything differently. We think that what we're doing and the way that we're doing it is fine, and it's worked for X amount of years. So why do I need to do it any differently now? So yeah, I'm gonna stop right there because I could keep going, but I'll just
But that
leave
was
it at
good. That was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they gonna quit our show?
So I'll throw that in later. Does anybody else have a?
Well, I and then, because I think what you're about to say is going to be very good and powerful.
I'm powerful.
You,
Ain't that what they say in the church? That Carlos is powerful.
you know what?
Stop talking to the prophet.
I said all that, and then I forgot what I was going to say.
I think relationships fail in today's world because of social media.
Ooh.
Let me write
Tell
that
us
down.
more. Tell us
Let
more.
me write that down.
I do. I think social media plays too much
Oh my.
of a position in people's lives. And that
Speak
goes down to the people you follow.
Yeah.
The people you follow.
Yeah. Come on now.
I just feel like
Angela Simmons.
Oh.
I'm just playing, babe.
So I think you look at social media. Look,
He leaves.
back on
the
don't
screen.
nobody want her, but you are
He
free.
left the. All right, he's back.
I just think, like, for real, more so real life people, I think you look at what people are posting and pictures or whatever that's on Facebook or whatever, Instagram, and then you take your attention off of your significant other because you're focusing on what you're seeing that's there when you have a whole body that's right here.
Come on now.
Your body's here with
These
me.
people that's on, and whether it's male or female, that's, you know, half naked or, you know, doing what they do, they're doing this for attention. However, you got a whole significant other over here that you need to be focusing on. And so I think it makes that significant other self-esteem drops. You know, why are you constantly looking at this person on social media? I'm right here. I don't get, oh, you look good, or your hair is cute, or, you know, you got your hair done there. Oh, look, that's not. But you're putting all of that energy in someone that's on social media. And so I feel like the person that's not receiving that attention, you just get sick of, you get tired of it. I'm a 3 strikes you out person.
Oh, okay.
Listen, you can play a whole game
Don't go
of
to
baseball
California.
off of this. So look, 3 strikes. I don't know what to tell you. Third strike.
My God.
You can't be repetitive in your mess ups.
Well,
Because to me now you're literally choosing to do these things because you think you're going to automatically be forgiven.
my goodness.
So I'm gonna keep doing it, and I think especially husband and wives feel they have an obligation because we are married. We have to stay together. No, we don't.
So I would add to the social media aspect, seeing other people's posts and wanting what they have. And then when you realize that, you know, maybe
It's not that.
yeah, what you have is not that. And so now you and your feelings, you treating your significant other differently, or you're complaining, or, you know, like the energy is just off because of the smiling pictures that you see on social media. Yeah.
It's 2 quotes, and then I'm gonna let Carlos go because I know he has some powerful stuff to say. 2 quotes that I want everybody to remember, and I'm just gonna add a little bit. Don't let the pictures fool you.
That's good.
Come on, somebody.
I live by that. Don't let the pictures fool you. And then one of Akia's, probably one of her favorite quotes is, comparison is the thief of all joy.
Yeah.
But I did want to say this. I don't want to be the person that is hypocritical when it comes to divorce conversations and being upset with your spouse, arguing and stuff like that, because it happens. But I don't want 5 years down the road, you know, we're sitting on this show right now, and then because, you know, I post a lot about family, but I don't want to be in that position to where one day all that what we post is not true. You know what I'm saying? So the marriage rate is dwindling. I know a lot of people that are getting divorced or having these conversations, and it's the time, because, you know, back then I would have to say that marriages stayed together. Now, I don't know what happened in those marriages. I don't know if they were happy or not, but they stayed together for principle. So, and Carlos kind of touched on it, that this this new wave, we not putting up with that no more.
I'm not doing that.
We're not putting up with that. So,
and
I don't care what people think. Like, oh my gosh, Shanika got a divorce.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
That's your life.
That's your life. Okay.
So speaking of what you touched on, Arthur, saying you're not sure, you know, how those marriages survived or what went on. So my mom was telling me that my great uncle, who is late 70s, close to 80, was married to his wife who was in her mid 60s. She recently passed away, but she was talking to my uncle and asked him, you know, how was he doing, if he was okay. And she asked him if he had been cooking, and he was like, nah, my boo has been cooking for me. Now his wife just passed away
on Saturday.
No.
No,
No, maybe not even 3 months ago. Not even 3 months ago. So, you know, she was kind of taken aback, like, your boo, you know, like, how you have a boo so quickly? He said that his wife knew about the boo, and the three of them would do things together. They would go out together, whatever, you know, she would come over to the house. And so, you know,
And
maybe that is something that they did.
That's not my first time hearing something
Yeah,
like
they
that.
just
Me
allowed
either.
that freedom.
Yeah.
They had an open marriage, apparently.
As long as you taking care of home and doing what you got to do for this house, and if you got it for these kids, I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Shamika, I'm going to ask you. There's a rapid fire question here. When we were talking about the divorce. If you were to get divorced, would you remarry?
Nope.
well, my.
Do you think most people that get divorces want to remarry, or do they want to stay single?
I think they want to remarry. I don't want to remarry. I just want to be out here in these streets.
Oh, you know what? Okay.
No, I'm just playing.
I'm muting my mic again.
But
About
no,
to bounce to the next. Boy. Come on, man.
No, I wouldn't remarry.
And I think it's an age thing too, because the older you go down the line, most older women or men be like, I ain't trying to remarry. Like,
and some people can't be by themselves. I can be by myself.
That's
I don't
true.
need someone. I'm fine by myself. So I think that plays a part too. You know, men and women who have to be with someone, so they do have that desire to remarry. You know, but I don't. I feel like I would be one and done. You know, I did that. Now I just be by myself.
Yeah, I think some people who get a divorce, and this is not for everybody, but some people maybe are thinking the grass is greener on the other side. So they do want to remarry because they're feeling like the next spouse would do all the things that they were missing.
The other one didn't.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
and
then
nothing
it's
is
gonna
wrong
be,
with that.
but then
Nothing's
it's going to
wrong
be
with that,
something that they're not doing.
Oh yeah.
That possibly this other spouse was doing. And then you're going to be like, oh wait, well, so
Right.
what do I want?
Which
What am I searching for?
Right, which I'm gonna go ahead and say what I was gonna say earlier. So like gleaning off y'all, because I'm the only one here who's not married. But I got a little boo thing. But with that being said, it has come to my attention based on looking at my married friends, those who are really like dedicated to their relationship. It helped me to realize what it is that is significant about marriage. And what it comes down to is you choose a person. Not just like, oh, I just want this person because they look good or they have good sex or they make me look good in person. But y'all really choose who you will fight for. So you will go through the fire, you go through the storm, you go through the rain, you go through the wonderful days, you go through the, all types of weather, right? But no matter what, you still will fight for that person. And I think that is very profound when it comes to relationships. And I think a lot of people don't understand that, because what that really equates for me to is unconditional love. And a lot of people don't know how to do that or don't want to. And I think that's why a lot of people get divorced. They don't want to fight for nothing. They want everything to be perfect.
Be easy.
Just like Shamika said, you might jump to the next or try to get to the next marriage, and then you find out, well, dang, I'd rather deal with that than have to deal with this.
Right.
So you
right.
find out either way, you're going to have to
You're gonna deal with
maneuver.
something.
Yeah.
Right.
So I guess choose wisely. Or if you choose, be ready for whatever.
For whatever that comes with it.
And that don't mean be a fool. That don't mean
Right.
take any and everything. But in some instances, there are some little things that people can just throw out of proportion. Right? Like, oh, he don't eat my cooking. Or like she don't know how to make the bed. Like, look, that's crazy, right?
Right.
But there's people out here who really be like, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. But like, I think it's just important for you to choose wisely and to really be ready for whatever may come.
Okay. I like that. That's great advice. As we transition from the marriage aspect of relationships and we go to some other aspects of relationships, I just want to say that for Mr. Wright, marriage is honorable. And if you find a wife or you find a husband, it's a good thing. And my prayer is that y'all, stay together, work it out, and find new ways to rekindle and new ways to learn and grow. Because divorces, it just breaks up because, I'm a firm believer in that scripture, what God has joined together, let no man put asunder, but is a clause to that, what God has joined together,
Right.
let no man put asunder. So it's not what man has put together or what you put together. Let no man is what God has joined together. Let no man put asunder. All right, let's go on to other types of relationships. Kia, I know you wanted to touch on friends, and we can also talk about dating. We can go from there. Why are relationships ending in other aspects?
She wanted to talk about friends so bad.
She don't know what to tell y'all about.
How many of
friends,
us
'cause,
have
She
them?
done had the same one for 36 years. She don't know what to tell you.
That part. Not just rocking back and
Oh,
forth.
but y'all remember a few episodes ago, she got a friend that.
Oh.
That wasn't her friend.
She wasn't
that
my
was
friend.
not her friend.
She wasn't my friend. She
I
was my
listened to that
coworker
podcast
friend.
over and over and over, and that's
That girl ain't no
That
That
kid.
girl ain't think about me.
She ain't.
She don't even know
Kia
her
said they
name.
did everything together.
We
They talked about
did.
everything.
But she also said she was like, we never talked outside of work. So why are you mad that after you left, she ain't talked to you?
I don't know if she really was cool with the girl because she had imaginary friends
Don't talk about my friend.
forever. So she might be imagining this relationship that she had with this girl.
What's her name, Shirley?
That's what we doing.
That's what.
Wow.
Listeners and viewers, y'all see what's happening.
And
right?
when she left the job, that's when Shirley died.
Yeah, it
makes
explains
sense.
a lot. Explains
But
a lot.
Shirley died in our college.
What was the last name of her?
Shirley Sheen.
Shirley Sheen. My
Yeah,
God.
she died in our college years, though. It wasn't.
No, she didn't. Don't
Yes,
tell
she
these
did.
people
I was in
imaginary
Richmond
friend
when
in
you
college.
called
I
me.
did
You
not
know
have
how
an
we used to
imaginary
call
friend in
each other at
college.
like
I
1,
don't know,
2 in the
Kia. I
morning?
think you
No.
did mention.
Yeah.
I think I did hear you mention.
Or do you know Shirley?
What
No.
was that older you?
That was my stuffed animal. That was not Shirley Sheen.
So
Wait.
Her stuffed animal did that, yeah, but it was Shirley too.
wait.
Nobody knows about
Wait.
that
Hold on. So the stuffed animal died?
And I mean, he died.
Don't judge me. First of all, I
Do
still
you
have
remember
the
what
stuffed
happened?
animal. I still have it. I just made the decision. Okay, it's time to give it up.
Do you
know what I
remember
mean?
you left it at Wanda's house? You had came down and you left it there. And you left it. And Wanda was like, what is this? And she thought it was Jamare's or something. I said, oh no, that's Kia.
I think Titi gave me that.
She did. When you
Monkey.
had
It was a
surgery?
monkey.
Was
right?
it when you had
Look at
surgery?
Carlos. Look at Carlos.
Mr.
Mr. Nunos. That's
Mr. Nunos. Yep.
Nunos.
Nunos.
He died.
He didn't die.
He didn't die.
He just got laid to rest.
Yeah.
But he not dead.
Dang. Okay. I guess.
Anyway, Jealousy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, jealousy. Period.
Okay.
Have you ever had friends that you like stopped talking to over jealousy? Or they stopped talking to you or acted any, differently or whatever?
No, I haven't.
But you just feel that jealousy
That's
could be
something,
a
Yeah.
component.
A killer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I'll
not a
take that.
personal I've not experienced that personally that I've
Okay.
known about. Now, I have not been jealous of somebody and stopped talking to them, but if it happened the other way around, it wasn't something I knew about.
I've actually had a friend admit they was jealous, and they told me that they had to pray about it. And everything's fine with us, but it was cool. It was pretty cool to me that they were able to like express that. Because it's kind of like they were kind of like deading it, like, because that's kind of like if we talking about how we believe, like that's
Right.
could be spiritual, right? Like,
Right.
and I guess to me it comes off like you called it out, so now it can be dealt with versus just letting it fester. So I thought that was pretty cool. I had no idea, but it was cool that was expressed, and we're fine. So that was cool.
Yeah. Did it change? Like, did it get weird or?
No, not at all.
That's good.
Not at all.
Are there any other types of relationships that we could expound upon?
Parental.
Family.
Yeah, family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the term "blood is thicker than water"? Is that true?
No.
No. I think family, what can mess up a relationship is lies and secrets.
Yeah.
You are very big on honesty. You are very big on honesty.
That's a pet
Carlos.
peeve of mine.
So let me
family
say
secrets.
this. And I know people keep hearing me talk about honesty. The reason why I can talk about honesty so much is because I wasn't always honest all my life. So I don't want nobody to think like, oh, he just the honest man.
Honesty.
Okay, he is on he's on fire for Jesus. No. A lot of things that I talk about that I expressed boldly now is
What is that?
somebody.
That was so loud.
It was Arthur.
Is that your gulp?
Yeah, this is
Yes.
That's like my third time hearing it, but I never caught it. I was like, what is that noise?
So wait. My goal was worse than Kid on this microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to hear go. But no, I was gonna say a lot of things I talk about is because I've been on the other side of it at some point, and now I've been able to, I guess master or see the benefits of operating in a better way. If that makes sense.
I love that.
Well.
I'm sick of the Kelly tonight.
Hey guys, we talked about a lot things that could end relationships. Obviously, being treated like a child in the relationship, not being seen as equals. We had, are you really in love? Really. We talked about unrealistic expectations and different expectations. We also talked about comfortability. And then we talked about a big one, social media. And this new wave of TikTok and silhouette challenge. And all
sliding in
DM.
Some of y'all need to give up y'all social media.
Do.
Here's my thing. Hold on.
Delete your stuff.
Let me just say this. For those who are not using social media for promotion of a business or something of the sort, Why would it be hard for you to give it up?
We're addicted to it. Well, I'll say for me.
Okay.
Just, I mean, and I'm not looking at I don't follow crazy pages or anything like that. But
see,
it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but see, this wouldn't even apply to a person like you, but somebody who might be experiencing, maybe there's some type of rift in the relationship because they're getting in trouble on social media. Funny thing is, I was in a lift with this lady. She just started talking to me about her. She just got divorced and she just moved to Vegas. She was in like Washington. She just started talking about like what went wrong, and I'm like, what is going on? But a lot of people tend to do that when they're getting I don't know what it is. But anyway,
you have an inviting aura about you.
oh my God.
Yes, Lord.
But she started talking about social media and how her ex-husband used to be on there. He started following certain girls, and then it was almost like he was trying to hide, but she was like, she wasn't looking for it, but she would pass by sometimes and it'll be out. Like she'll see it and she'd be like, so why are you on her page so often and things of that nature? So it's like, it presents the question of like, do you need extra attention
Right.
because it's not enough from your wife? Or are you a person that did not get enough attention growing up? And or you feel like you're missing out on something because now you got married and you probably feel like, well, I want to know if maybe I can pull her or if I can get her attention or him or whoever it is. I think it's one of those things you got to think about, like, why are you going so hard on that? And like, there are some people who would really go to bat for social media, like, well, it's my page and blah, blah, blah. And I get it. It's your thing, but it's like, but are you really fighting over
social media?
Like,
right. It's really
it's
seriously.
that hard to give it up. What is it, dog?
Right.
So, but that I'll throw this in there too. It depends on where you are in your life. Everybody's at different places, and we mature differently. And some things are more important to others than others. But that kind of spirals back to what we were saying. Shamika was saying about giving your spouse time to grow or mature into certain expectations, like with Arthur expressing he wasn't very affectionate. It's a possibility that he can grow into that if he's willing, type of thing. It's just all those little pieces have to come together, which goes back into communication. So I feel like, if you want something to work, it can work. That's pretty much what it is.
That's what I feel too. If you want it to work, it'll work.
You'll
Both
work
parties.
it.
Yeah.
All right. So we kind of talked about the relationships, leading factors in relationships ending, just in like 2 minutes, and we gotta go. Can we give the Remedy Room followers just some tips in how to keep a relationship healthy?
Put yourself first.
What
I mean,
You gotta say your tagline. She said, I'm ready to go.
No, what I mean by that is not losing yourself in the relationship, making sure that you're focusing on your self-care and continuing to do the things that you enjoy and love, and don't cut people off just because you're with this new significant other. So that's what I mean. Put yourself first, meaning
That's good, kid.
don't forget to. There's a chef that I follow, and her business is called Pour and Stay Full.
I need to check that business that you watching because it's social media. I need to check to see if
you can look.
just
giving a shout out to Kitchen Therapy, and she has a business that is also called Pour and Stay Full, and so that's in order to maintain a healthy relationship. I think that's a good motto to live by.
I like that.
Love it.
Don't
Anybody
lose
else?
yourself. That's good. Miss Unapologetic.
Let's see. I don't even know why I'm drawing the blank. And I've been married for 13 years.
13 years. Wow. Congratulations.
What we always say, thank you. It'll be 13 years, December 22nd, but
You
I
gave me
claim it
some
already.
good advice the other day.
I did.
You did.
What I said? I forgot.
Well, I know you said communication.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you gave me the quote of everything worth having doesn't always come easy.
Yeah. You yes, if you want something, you have to be willing to fight, not physically, but fight for it. Be patient, understanding. And you just have to you have to think in terms of the long run. You can live in the moment, but don't live in the moment. Don't say, oh, because it's not right now, then give up. You got to fight. You got to try. You try everything. I always said, before you give up, try everything you can possibly try to make something work. Then after you've exhausted all measures, then, okay, this is not going to work. I got to trust, I got to go on. But before you do that, put one foot in front of the other and figure it out.
I got you.
And let your pride go.
Oh,
Can't be out here being so prideful.
There's that.
Throw that out the window.
Baby, 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 baby. Baby, 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 baby. Baby.
Okay, hold on.
I feel that in my
We about to be like TV. It's about to shut off, and then the Star Spangled Banner gonna be
Okay,
playing.
hold on.
Okay,
now.
go ahead.
That was good. That was good. That was good.
That was real good.
That was real good. Listen, so I would say to go with that, or I don't know if it necessarily goes with that, but all of this makes sense. But I would say that because sometimes you might get connected to somebody that you're a little ahead of when it comes to certain mentalities.
Mm-hmm.
So give the people a chance
Okay.
to catch up or adjust or grow. You can't, I guess it goes back to the unrealistic expectations. Don't expect somebody to be just like you.
Right.
Yeah.
Get them the opportunity to be that individual, and you just y'all move with each other. Just take your time.
When I
You know,
just like that. Nobody's ready made.
Just like
you can't just add water, shake it up, and you good to go. It don't work like that.
I like that.
What would you say, Mr. Ray?
That's gonna be on our next promo. Nobody's ready made. What I would say is, it's nothing else to say. But I just want everybody to remember this: pride coming before destruction, and a haughty spirit before the fall. So, so Shamika, when you said pride, wow, that was
good.
Yeah, that was very good. Hey guys,
sorry,
the remedy is here. The remedy is
Will
here.
there be one?
While you're searching for your remedy, always remember, you don't always have to be right.
Come on and rush up with me. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
We got 30 seconds.
See, this is what's wrong with church now. Y'all always want to Y'all don't want to let the spirit move.
Let the spirit move. Follow us on Instagram and YouTube and all the podcast platforms.
Hey, while you're searching for your remedy, remember, you don't always have to be right.
Be open to a new perspective. Hallelujah.
Put yourself first.
And live your life unapologetically.
Hey, we about to get kicked off the air. Bye, y'all.